Hello, the purpose of this short video is to make you aware of resources that are available to you as a classroom concert musician. Each of your ensembles has an individual folder, and on my screen you will see all three of them because I have access to all three, where you will each see only your individual corresponding group's folder. And where you find this within your drive will depend on where you have moved this folder to. If you're unsure if you have access to this folder or have no idea what I'm talking about moving things around because Google Drive is not your area of expertise, please look for the direct link to the folder in your email, and I'd be happy to work with you at the PD if you bring your device on how to understand where to find and save this folder for easy access, because it will be integral to staying connected as a musician in the classroom concert program this year. Each group has their own folder. I'm going to work in the brass quintet groups folder because it is the most up to date as of this morning. You'll see there are three folders. The first one is your library folder. In this, there is a parts folder where you can find, if you select one of the pieces, literal scanned parts for various pieces. This is useful to you if you have lost a part you need for a performance, or if you prefer to play off of an iPad or another device. This will allow you to do that. Also, you will find a Excel style sheet that has all of the A2SO's current holdings for your corresponding ensemble. This is a little bit updated from the last time you've looked and can be sorted by the different kinds of performances the piece has been used on before, so that might be helpful to you in making decisions moving forward. We also, if we know it, have put the timings in. We're hoping to continue to update this so it can be easier to tell how things might fit in. So going back to the drive, this is what you'll find in your library folder. Old programs is exactly what you would expect. They are programs for the adult, taste in music, and old school programs categorized in your folder also might be useful to you as a reference point when doing program planning. The folder that you will use the most is the 2018-2019 season folder, and as you can imagine, has everything applicable to this season. So the first document I want to draw your attention to, every single folder, string quartet, reed trio, brass quintet, this is the same within the 2018-2019 season. So the brass quintet's availability form, what this is starting today, once you have access to it, and also through the PD, I need each of you to put in for each day of the week your general availability. I also want to know any other extended vacations you're aware of or concerns. For instance, if you're always free on Tuesdays but not if it's the week of a main stage concert, we want to know that so we can better work with schools to book performances when you're available. And then after this is all filled out, we will work together at the PD to establish general group availability, which Iching will then use to book performances with the schools. Going back to the main brass quintet season folder, you will also find an Excel style sheet called confirmed performances. So if you read through your handbook, you'll see there are some slight changes to the process of scheduling ensembles, which we will flesh out more at the PD and send a summary out afterwards. Basically, Iching will be contacting you when things are tentative. She works with the schools to gather needed information and then make the ask to the ensemble. When you receive an ask from Iching, it is tentative. Once an ask has been confirmed by the school, the ensembles, and the office, Jim will send a concise email, as he always has, telling you when, where, and personnel, all of those things you're used to getting in an email. So an email from Jim means a performance is confirmed. In addition to that, you can always come to this 2018-19 season folder, click on confirmed performances, and here you will find only performances that have been confirmed. So if you had a question, if that one you were emailed about for Eberwhite on the 10th was confirmed, if it's here, you can rest assured that is true. This document will also give you a little bit more information on each performance than we've historically been able to provide you. We are now using a form to book these with schools, which allows us to require that they answer the questions before booking the ensemble. We've always asked these questions, we have not always gotten the answer. So at a quick glance, if it's the 9th and you want to review what's happening the next day, you can see the total time you're going to plan to be at the school, what the school's name is, the average length of performances, ages of the students for each performance. For instance, here we have listed first performance is K through 2, second 3 through 5, personnel. So if you're not sure who the sub ended up being or if there was a sub, this can tell you here. The address, any parking or logistical informations, the staff member who will be on site and their contact information, and any other general notes. I will let you know this sheet might change a little bit column to column after eaching gets some actual requests. We'll make sure it has all of the needed columns. But you can find this information for every single ensemble. This is made up. These are not actual brass quintet confirmed performances. I will delete them after this video is done. But you can see that sometimes there are differences. For instance, on Lawton here, there's only one performance and it's going to be the entire school, or there was some special parking instructions over here. So this is information you will still receive via email through Jim, through the confirmation of a gig, and also the reminder 1 week before. But we wanted to create a place you could always reference back to also find this information if there was any question or you were lost searching in your email. Again, that's the confirmed performances sheet. The other two Word style documents you'll see in here are programmatic. I've emailed and printed these ones for you that have program suggestions. Again, they are just suggestions. I do suggest, if you like doing things digitally, to bring your device to the PD, as in some of these, specifically the Read Trio, there are some links to listen to pieces that were suggested that are new. This document gives you kind of an overview of the structure we're looking for when we plan our programs, and also some ideas for how we can connect it to the link up concept of the orchestra moving. In addition to that, at the PD, we will be using this worksheet to build out the program. After our presentation from our elementary music expert, we'll go through and list it. So we will have these printed, but again, if you like things digital and would rather work off of a laptop in your group, I have put everything you would need to do that in this folder. So again, within your individual folder, looks like my connection's slow, you can find library, performance information, and program information, and we hope this will be a resource to you. Once your program for this year has been completed, we will also upload it into this season's year. So if you ever have a question on what or when or where, this is the place you can come to find that answer. We have had many requests from schools already, so we are looking forward to a great season.